They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the by David. And Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Groupers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Clemson's offense will have the first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Lets it fly. Working the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He'll do it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. And the groupers can really attack on this second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Impey if they can stop him on third down. Here comes the heat. The short hands, it's Sheffield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, and those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the groupers are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The groupers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big pass.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's going to take off. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The official says no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
To the air on second down. Punts it out of the air. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
That's caught. It's Ashmore. Oh, he's got some space. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ashmore. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Now on 2nd and goal. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Ready. Just keep slinging it. Quick strike complete. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Off the play fake. Under fire.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
And the groupers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Touchdown, Clemson! Stealing a score on special teams.
I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Goes to the option. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Now, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. The groupers will line up to punt it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's complete to the right. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Finds his man. It's Davidson. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, or third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense came into this game knowing they were going to have to stop this guy getting handoffs, but also catching the ball. Nice job rallying to him out in the flat, making a nice tackle.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
But you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sheffield. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Makes the catch, it's Kelly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the groupers will call on their punt team. Here's the return. He's got great speed, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Rolls it in. Bounced off his feet. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Jefferson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Back to pass. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the option. They'll try the run. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. He'll keep it himself. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Here's a heat. Pulls it in. It's Sheffield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Kick is in the air. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He rifles one deep to the left. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man. Unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Groupers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Runs through the tackle. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle, it's Chandler.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
And the Groupers. Second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The option look and some room to work. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The big fullback's got it. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
That's caught. It's Kelly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, you know, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
And the Groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Sound strategy here to try to punt it away from that return guy. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Hauls it in. Makes a man miss. There he goes. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Right back to the well. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Illegal blocking offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Let's see what they do on third down.
27 jump.
They want to run this quarterback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run to... Turning it on! Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Firing to the right, complete. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Second down coming up.
Cornhole, 88. 88. Let's go, let's go.
Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Garrison. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use.
Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work.
22 more.
They'll move the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The groupers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. Finds a little space. It's a seam wide open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the groupers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for space. It's Craig. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Ready.
The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
He'll pull it down. Breaks the tackle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The groupers come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Craig. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. If it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.